It's just crazy, cause now you're gone.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Shantii, and I'm back with another video. So, I feel like I shouldn't have my glasses on in this video. But I'm still gonna have them on because I don't know. I don't ever wear my glasses in videos other than school vlogs. Today's video, we will be doing a reaction video to the CORA miracle story, or CORA miracle's death, or however you want to say it. Lovely Peach's daughter. And I already watched part 1 of this video because I was only originally going to do a reaction to part 3 because altogether it's like a 30-minute video, and I was like, this is going to be too long of a video. So I just said, we just gonna watch part 1, get a little understanding of what she telling about, and then we're gonna do a reaction to part 2 and 3, because part 1, it took me like 2 days to watch it because I kept getting upset and I kept saying I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it no more because I just turned it off. So I feel like I'm gonna take my glasses off because, as y'all see, you know what, we just gonna take them off because I was getting upset with her. And basically the storyline is how her daughter CORA Miracle is dead, how she died, why she's not here anymore, and everything like that. In part 1, she was basically saying how, like, she said her and her daughter got into an argument. Mind you, her daughter was not even 1 year old yet. So how they got in an argument, I don't know. She said she started choking her. She was choking her too hard. She blacked out. She started hitting her, trying to wake her up and everything like that. Really, in our reality, she made it clear that she claimed that she grieving over her and that she missed her and everything like that. But by the story, you can tell that she did not want that baby. She basically said that, like, she sold her baby to pimps so that men can sleep with the baby, and the baby was molested and everything like that. She basically said, like, she used the baby for money and stuff like that, basically. I mean, I don't know, it was a lot, and it really made me mad. So I feel like I should do a reaction to part 2 and 3 so y'all can get my reaction to it. So we're gonna start the video that I was watching, and we're gonna skip to part 2 and 3. And I think I'm gonna split this video up so that one video will be part 2 and one video will be part 3. Yeah, I got the volume up loud, so if it's loud in the video, my apologies. I'm sorry. Yeah, we just gonna start from here. We're gonna back up a little bit. We're gonna start from here. Yeah,
because she was very nice looking to them. And I will get into more detail in part 3. Thank you for watching, and this is the story of CORA Miracle and what she went through when she was alive, how she was constantly molested, sold, pimped, and how her final moment she was choked to death. Hello, good morning. I don't really feel like this.
Okay, now we're going into part 2 of the story.
This video needs that much of an introduction. This YouTube channel and this video, and you don't have to subscribe or anything like that. I just want to talk about a few things, and I made this page specifically for that issue. Now, This YouTube channel will be based off of the story of CORA Miracle and what really happened to her. A lot of assumptions were made up about the situation. You know, people, they just assume things and they run with it, which is fine, but unless you actually met CORA Miracle or was there, they don't speak on something that you don't know about and that you have no clue what you're talking about. So, as the mother of Miss CORA,
for one, I don't like how she just be speaking on her like she was just this big old problem to her. Like, she said, like, unless you really knew her. Like, what is it to know about her? It was a whole baby. It wasn't even a year old. Like, come on now.
CORA Miracle, I will be speaking on what really happened with her and why she's no longer with us today. It's kind of a sensitive subject to talk about because she was my child and she didn't even really get to make it to 1 year old. CORA Miracle was born March 1st of 2018. I was gonna say what her name is, but you already know what her name is. I just said it millions of times. So anyways, CORA Miracle came into this world March 1st, 2018. And when I saw her, when the doctors first handed me that piece of shit, I said to myself, I really want to see her have sex with a man. I remember the day that I went, excuse me, that was my phone, but excuse me. I remember the day that I went for my ultrasound and they told me if I was having a boy or girl or not. And when they told me that I was having a girl, I got super excited because I knew I was going to be able to get her fucked by men. And I really wanted to see my baby get fucked in her pussy by grown men with huge cocks. And that was my...
Okay, for one, I'm sorry. If I be making these faces in the videos, it is because I'm just thinking like, what is wrong with them now?
My first fantasy that came to mind when I got my ultrasound.
Pause again. So basically she's saying she carried a whole baby for 9 months, went through all of that, just so she could get the baby molested. Like, I feel like people take babies for granted. Like, a baby is a blessing. Like, it's a blessing. I feel like you shouldn't even have the baby if you know you don't want the baby or you're not going to take care of the baby. Like, she literally had a whole baby just so men can have sex with him. Like, what kind of men would even want to have sex with a whole newborn baby? Not even a year old. Huh?
Anywho, so I remember when she was born, she was a very beautiful baby, and I remember the doctors put her in my arms, and immediately the first thing I thought about was letting my boyfriend have his way with her, because I knew that she was his type. It was the guy I was dating at the moment, but...
His type. She was his type. For one, baby, if that's his type, your boyfriend was a child molester. Let that be known, because, baby, how is a whole newborn baby your type? A baby at all. How is that your type?
We're no longer together, but that's irrelevant. This is the story of CORA Miracle, not the story of CORA Miracle's mother. So anyways, CORA Miracle, we was in the hospital for 4 days due to the fact of the procedure.
So my video got interrupted, so we're gonna proceed.
So it was really hard pushing her out, and since it was so hard for me to push her out, I had to have an episiotomy, which took me longer recovery than if I would have just, pushed naturally, but I needed help pushing. So I needed help pushing her out. Since I needed assistance pushing her out, I had to stay in the hospital longer for recovery. We was in there for 4 days. The doctors, they taught me how to feed her, change her diapers, etc. I really didn't want to do neither, but I did not want them to be suspicious of me because, you know, I was already a teen mother, and teen moms are awful moms, and people already look at us like shit because teen mothers are awful mothers. We're bad moms.
Pause, I gotta put my input on that. My opinion is that teen mothers are a beautiful thing. I know it's bad that they're pregnant as a teenager, but still, like, they take responsibility. Even teen mothers younger than her took responsibility for their baby, and they find a way to take care of their babies. Like, for real, like, people, that's what get on my nerves, because people really be looking at babies like they just not nothing. Like, you should be happy that you have a baby, because most people out here can't even have a baby. Most people have miscarriages all the time. Most people, babies died, like actually died, and they didn't kill them like she did. But still, like, I feel like nothing's wrong with teenage pregnancy. Everybody look at it as a bad thing. I feel like teenage pregnancy is nothing wrong with it, because everybody makes mistakes. As long as they're taking care of their responsibilities, it shouldn't matter. Like,
so I fed it the little shit and changed her little diaper or whatever. And the day we went home, I remember the first time I was left alone with her. Her grandparents had went out to dinner. They gave me instructions on being a first-time mother, as I did not want to hear it because I already knew what I was planning. So anyways, they left, and I immediately took the baby to the sink. I'm sorry, y'all, but I immediately took the baby to the sink. I faked as if I was giving the baby a bath, when in reality I just wanted a reason to drop her. So I dropped her in the sink at least twice. She was crying, screaming, etc. And it was pretty hilarious. Now, when my boyfriend laid eyes on her, he said she was very sexy, very beautiful, and that he really wanted to be with her. And I said, not yet, because she's only a few days old, and I don't want her to be in too much pain due to the fact that police are very, you know, how they are about things of that nature. So I said, we're going to wait until she's at least old enough for intercourse. CORA Miracle lost her virginity at 4 months old. He fucked the shit out of her. She was crying, screaming for mercy. It was pretty amazing, to be honest. And she knew I was her mother, and she looked at me, the pain in her eyes. And you could tell that even though she couldn't speak, she wanted her mom to help her. I smiled at the little bitch. And I said, take that dick, bitch. Stupid asshole. Take that dick hole. And he fucked.
We gotta take a break. We just gotta take a break. Why is she even still here? Like, she telling the whole storyline of how she killed the baby, how she got a baby molested and everything, and she just on YouTube telling the story, and she just not in jail. She's not nothing. People still freaking support her. Like, for what? She's a whole murderer. A whole... And then, like, I got her on my Snapchat. She was posting the baby like the baby was still alive. Like, I mean, but she would post it, like, you know, on Snapchat, it say some minutes from camera roll. That's how it would be. So I felt like, I was like, why she never post the baby, like, from regular post, like, not from post from her camera roll. And then, like, she be doing all this extra stuff on Snapchat, and I be wondering where the baby at. Whole time the baby was dead. Whole time she posted the baby like the baby just still alive. I mean, in part one, she said that she act like the baby still there because it was her baby and she loved the baby or whatever, stuff like that. How you love the baby and you over here? Never mind. Let me fix my bandana on my head.
She was bleeding and in pain. She was bleeding a lot, but she was okay. I'm speaking on things that happened before the death of CORA Miracle. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yes, I continue to post pictures of her when she was alive to keep myself safe from legal actions and also for my mental health. Because when losing a child, it's very depressing. Cora was raped numerous times throughout her time on Earth, up until the point me and Cora got, and I'm not going to get into this right now because that will be in a separate video. I don't like talking about her death that much, but it does need to be talked about, and I'm basically doing this video for the purpose of venting. But like I was saying, me and Cora got into a very brief, very rough fight, and it wound up costing her life. I just couldn't control myself. My hands went around her throat and things of that nature. And like I said, I'm not going to get into her final moments just yet. That will be in a different, separate video. But so far, I'm going to speak on the things that she went through before her death. And I'm going to do like 2 more videos on a pattern and how it all started and how she got into sex trafficking when she was still alive and how I sold her to a pimp. And that's all going to be in part 2. So stay tuned. Okay,
now that was part 3. I don't know. We just gonna watch the video. She should be in jail. Honestly, she should be. I wonder, like, where did she put the baby at? Cause she said she didn't tell her family or nothing until like a month later. So where did she bury the baby on her own? This type of stuff made me so upset because it's like some people out here actually depressed about losing their babies, their kids, and she killed her and think it's okay that she got her molested and everything. We just about to end this video, and then I'm about to make the videos to the other parts. Stay tuned. Bye, babies.